Hi, my boys. Okay, I'm going to do the Facebook memory thing. So this is I'm gonna read you what I had. This was 1 year ago, November 4th. Oh, today is Saturday, November 4th, 2023. I think you said okay. Me speaking out about God is triggering y'all. That's not my fault. I wasn't the one who lied to you. That was a year ago. Church people versus real people. Good for you that you have someone. Must be real nice. It must be nice and all. But I'm good. I'd rather be real and keep it real. I know friends, because family lies all the time. Meaning, I know friends lie all the time and family lies all the time. Facebook, you are next. USA, kiss my ass. And then you get people, see, I'm only doing it for you boys, but then you get people that are Oshiban. You get people like posting, oh, but you're posting, let me see, there's another one. Oh, listen, I thought this was fun. No one can see me. No one can help me, and this abuse is sickening. No one can help me. And right now I am watching a supposedly medium psychic that's relating on Matthew Perry's death. So people like that, I listen to see what kind of bullshit they have, but most of the time they're fucking fake. They're lying. They're chimosas. They like it for the money. They want money. So no one can help me, and this abuse is sickening. So I'm doing this for you boys and for myself, because when you're in trauma, you're going to forget. And I don't like social media. I'm only on here because I knew that this was going to happen. So look into the emails. Shit hacked into my account again. Because dark web, this shit is crazy. That's me. This is me doing my notes. This was November 4th, 2022. And then I got this girl going, you're not listening. Shut off the ego. There's many of us. It's just a test. You choose this life because this got you. You need to remember. That's abuse. That's abuse. So, like, I don't know, like, people talk about this ego shit. Those are the narcissists that are telling other people that are, like, trying to heal. They don't want you to express your true feelings online because it triggers them. To whom it may concern, if anything happens to me, I want all my belongings and my account and my passwords to go to my offsprings. So my mom took my 2 phones away from me. I don't know where they're at. I hope when I die, I don't know. It's still trash anyways. Like what she used to do to me when I was little. This was 3 years ago now. Note to self, either way, I need my closure to heal. With you or without you. This pain was there before you. You just added to it. I accept the challenge way before this. Because my dad was helping me with Hermes. I'm talking to Hermes. And Hermes is I guess I can say it's safe to say for me, it's an entity. And he comes to me in all these different forms. It's okay, I can do this. So as I'm doing this, I'm meditating and I'm talking to my ancestors. This is all Hermes. Hermes is all doing this for me. So like the ADHD that I have right now, that the spirits are helping me and our ancestors, I can only do certain things. I'm multitasking. I can only do certain things for like like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I can't even go run on a treadmill for like 15 minutes. If sometimes it can be only like 5 minutes where I can like run, and then all of a sudden I have other things to do. I can't run. I need to do something else. So I'll set my time. I'll set a timer on my, like, okay, I only ran for 5 minutes. I can do it again. I gotta go back. Can I go back running? Like, there's other things for you to do to help you. Like, instead of running, they're gonna want you to take notes. So it's like, fuck, all right, take notes. Well, I guess I can walk and take notes. So I'll do walking and taking notes. So when I go to the gym, it's very difficult for me to go to the gym because I'm feeling other things. And then when other entities come along and I go to that place, they want to attach themselves on me because they know that I could be that bridge to help other people. That's why I pass out, because I'm not listening and I'm fighting and I'm getting too stressed out because I'm not taking the time to sit and relax. So when I pass out, when I have these seizures, it's the ancestors telling me like, okay, this is another way you can heal. So every time I have a seizure, I think of it as another way of healing. I don't have anyone to talk to. And this is true. The fact that you see this but don't act upon it is selfish. Thinking you can keep me to yourself. Lauren Tapia and his family and my friends that I used to know, they see me crying. I told them and I emailed them. I messaged them. This is going on for 3 fucking years that I have records. And they're saying that I have mental issues. And one is a schizophrenia. That is, if you tell someone that they are schizophrenia, or you say a cop comes and say, oh, my wife is schizophrenia, they're not going to fucking believe you. They're like, that's why your kids are taken away. So a lot of these cops too, Hermes gave me the worst cops to deal with and sheriff to deal with. He's like, you're gonna rip them up a new one. I know you are. So that's what I hate. These cops that I've dealt with and the sheriffs, they were all abusing their wives or girlfriends. So sorry, my boys. I'm speaking out because if you are a medium and psychic, you have a responsibility to help others out. And for the medium and psychics that are getting money, like this guy, he's getting money. He's killing man. His time's coming. Our ancestors are using him as a puppet. So I'm just here to spill his tea out. How can I get confidence if I don't feel supported? When you're talking to someone and they walk away because it's about them. How can I get confidence if I don't feel supported? When you're talking to someone and they walk away because it's not about them, sucks. The doctor Chafee, he was talking to me. I'm the nurse station's here, and he's coming out of the nurse station, and I'm waiting for him, because I was told that they're gonna talk to us. So when I'm in the behavioral health center, the mental institution, whatever you want to call it, when 5150 hold, when your dad called the cops, and put me on a 5150 hold. I was complaining about the doctors because they're not listening to me. And I was telling them about my history, my problem, that I was sexually abused. And they're like, that's over and done with. You cannot bring that back up. you need to focus on the now. That's important. You need to help yourself now and how you can, why are you in here for? And I told them, they're like, no, that's not it, because your husband called and he was very concerned about you. So to me, it's like, you're not listening at all. And they were uneducated on what domestic violence was. And then when I brought up certain things, and then I was also reading them, and they're experimenting on patients. They were putting, and I have this all on Nancy, so I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways, so the doctor, I'm waiting. The doctor comes, he's opened the door, and then he's talking to me about medication, and I said I don't want to be on medication, and he's like, okay, well we have to go into a private room. So as I am getting out of the way, I'm walking away from him, but I'm listening to him. I'm moving out of the way. You have to get out of the way. You have to walk away to get out of the way so he can lead you to the room. Then as I turn around instantly. He goes, okay, we're done here. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, well, you're walking away from me. I'm moving out of the way. Now you're going to make this whole scene about it's you now. That I can't move out of my way just because I am trying not to take the medication. You're trying to make a scene. He's trying to upset me. He was trying to trigger me. He was trying to get something out of me. So he did. He seriously did. And then he kept bringing up my husband. He kept bringing up that. Then I see him working with other patients doing that too. I got to have more control, more self. So then I brought up Hitler in there. I brought up some of the greats, the ancestors, Crazy Horse, Sitting Bull. I brought up Britney Spears in there. I brought up, I think, Brittany Murphy. Who else? Leonardo da Vinci. I brought up Galileo, I think I did. I brought up several people. And what stuck? Hitler stuck. They only brought up Hitler when they were talking to me. And they're like, well, it's confused. It's alarming because you're talking to Hitler. No, I'm not talking to Hitler. I'm educating myself on Hitler, on the child part of Hitler. I want Anne Frank. If you read Anne Frank's book, you will get an insight on what that mind, that process on what's happening. So now we're coming into this time. My ancestors' planets do talk, the stars do talk. What Hermes is doing for me is trying to heal. He's trying to help me heal by bringing my ancestors back to me, by me speaking out. So this is it. Last night was very difficult walking because I want to go. I don't want to be here anymore. And with people like the school district trying to shut me up, they're posting up pictures like, oh, look at what we're doing. It's just another slap in the face. I'm not the only one that's complaining. What about the children that you are forcing? You're forcing stress on these kids. You're forcing them to be somebody that they're not. You know these children can make thousands of dollars and support themselves. They don't need an adult to do it. These kids can do it all on themselves. Feeling lost again. I just want someone to talk to in these times. Brings up the past hurts. It does bring up the past hurts. So then I talked to my dad, and my dad's like, well, just do what you can. I guess Brock was the one who broke the camel's back. So Brock, Dulce Tapia's husband, Brock, Stauffer, he's a pedophile. Dulce is getting mistreated. Remember, boys, the Pyongyang? I don't know if I say that right. But I'm posting up pictures and I'm posting up this because I know, like, what my dad was showing me is like, okay, you know how I used to like watch the old movies, the black and white movies, and sometimes I would watch it over and over again. He was in a meditating trance too. He was reminiscing. So every time, like, I think I said, if he's watching, like, he would always watch The Jerk, and I know Lauren Tapia would remember The Jerk. So every time he would watch The Jerk, every time I would leave the room, he would pause the movie. So then I would see the last part. That's how my dad was communicating with me. And I knew it, but I didn't want that because I'm like, that was over and done with. I don't need to wait for you. Keep watching it. I don't want to watch this movie 10 times more. But the fact that I had kids, he wanted my kids. He wanted me to see where he was coming from in a way. And what hurts me is that my dad paused the movie. He paused the movie, and I was like, it was pissing me off. So I left for like 20 minutes. I came back, and the movie was still paused, and he's just waiting there. And I'm like, Dad, 20 minutes. He's like, yeah, no problem. And he pressed play as soon as I sat down. I thought, like, come on. I knew I was stuck because that feeling I have of guilt still stuck. So I had something there. And that part my mom does not have. That part is where my dad is telling me, like, I'm sorry. Please tell your siblings I'm sorry. It could be better. I don't know how my brother can forgive my dad. I can't forgive my sister. I can't forgive my mom now. Like, I was trying to forgive my mom. I can't forgive my mom. Now I can't forgive my whole fucking family. Fuck that shit. Times will be hard, yes, but I can tell you that with a brave heart and understanding, you can do anything. And in a dark time, there will always be the universe to guide you back home. Remember that. Remember, boys. So yesterday I was out walking, looking up at the stars, and it's just difficult, very difficult, because it's like I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to keep crying for the same shit. I don't want to keep telling of the same shit. Groundhog Day. My boys, my loves, I'm preparing you for my death. I am having the opportunity to do so, and this is a huge blessing for me. So this is where my grandma told me, like, I'm not here today because I didn't know, but you do. They gave me the gift of foreseeing and a medium of, like, talking to people. The only thing is now, like, since I can't see, I'm trying. Certain things I can't see, like physical silhouettes or ghosts, I can't see them to talk to them. So I'm like, they could be over here and I'm talking to a fucking wall and they're over here. I have to have someone else telling me, or I have to have a kid telling me, you're looking in the wrong spot, they're over here. It's like that. It's just teamwork. And even then, I'm okay with that. Even if I'm talking to a wall and they're over here, I'm still using that mindset because of when I talk to you in person, sometimes I won't look at you in your face. I want to hear what you're telling me. I want to hear and feel what you're telling me is true. And a lot of cops do not like that. The cops are like, well, something's wrong with you because you're not looking at me. No, I am paying attention. I just want to see what kind of bullshit you're trying to tell me. And I will tell them right off, I'm different. I don't care. I'll just say I'm a drug addict or something wrong with me. Not now, but in the future, this will be a way of me communicating with you. So what my grandma told me is that since I'm preparing for your death and I'm using like the technology, like what Hermes did for me, Elon, no, oh yeah, Elon, no, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla showed me when I was little that you can use like the energy from what Egyptians did, that can help, like it's like what Michael Jackson is. You're on a different energy field where you're just accepting, so that's how, like, I know, like, a lot of like the books and stuff. When I read that, when I was little, I could not read. That's why I could not read, because I had too many spirits, entities, just block. I was blocked until I was really wanted it. If I really wanted, like, that heart, like, you have to prove yourself. And Hermes was telling me, he was showing me, like, in different histories. Oh, the Aztecs. The Aztecs had to prove themselves as a warrior. Like, a lot of them didn't have any names. And then, like, when I think back of Leonardo da Vinci, he tells me, like, yeah, a lot of people, like a lot of the greats, like the warriors, they'll seek out more people, like, that will help them. Oh, this person's good. I heard he had a good reputation, so we'll get men to go and seek them out. So that's what Hermes is doing for me, and Crazy Horse is seeking out the greats for me. He's showing me, like, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what to help me with you boys. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it was arranged marriage. Lauren Tapia and me and your dad. It was an arranged marriage. I listened to the ancestors and I did what I was told. Okay, my boys, my sons, I'm getting you ready. And I loved your dad. I cared for him. I made sure, like, he was in better health. I made sure that he was in a lot more better health than how he was handed to me. How we met, he wasn't good. Over the times, your dad liked me, and I came into the relationship, like, we both came in the relationship, like, broken, like, trying to find each other. But then the black magic, spell stuff, other people start bullshitting. The church, Pope, me being Native American and me practicing my heritage and my culture was pissing off a lot of Mexicans in the family. I would get picked on so much. I'm the person with no family. I'm the girl with no family. I'm the girl that is white. The girl that don't speak Spanish. They were talking shit on the whole time. The whole family was. But because I felt a pull to your dad, and then once I had you boys, that was it. Like, that's all I wanted, was you boys to have family that I never had. But I wanted you to see. But then it went sour so fast. So here we are. Then I found out that they were using magic on me to kill me. I found out. Damn, that's the school district. I got hit by a train. So as I'm finding this out 3 years ago, I'm like, when will this spiritual awakening, like this spiritual, like, stuff, like, when will that, like, subside? When we will get, like, calm? When the dust settles? And last night they're like, the dust is settling. It's almost time. Lynn, Manuel Miranda. I'm not saying that name right. Well, should he done, I can't see. So when I have a hard time talking like that and me reading, okay, that is what, you see the what? I will not, in my head, I will not know how to say say the word what. That's difficult for me to be like, you have to take time to fucking talk, to read. That was very difficult for me in elementary school, in middle school, and high school. High school for me, doing any kind of test was very difficult. So I remember this dream that I had around 13, 14 years old, living in Garden Grove. In my dream, there was a dead raven, and he was on the Imperial Street sign. The Imperial Street sign was bent sideways, and only the Imperial part. The next day, the street sign bent in real life. The only difference is the raven wasn't there. I noticed that the dream I had was Native American because I know I was talking to my family at this time. Now, what happened between that time and now? And for me to remember that dream now means something today. So when I was living in the Garden Grove house when I was little, and Imperial Street was the name. I always walked to school. I always say the Imperial Street, so I go to Imperial. In my dream, I'm walking the same route, and I see it. There's a raven there in my dream, and he's on the sign, and he like bent it a little bit. And then the next day in real life, I'm walking, and the sign is bent. The sign was not bent. The sign was bent in my dream. In real life, it wasn't bent, but this next day, the sign was bent. That was just like, what could have bent that? What could have bent that? Who could have bent that? Then, months later, there is a bar called Cloud 9. I'm walking all the time there. Like, not all the time to the bar, but I'm walking there, walking to the school, Westminster High School. And you have to, it's on the way there. And the door was red. And I remember my dad taking me back, and something caught, and I always like, there's a song, I see a red door and I want it painted black. And that song always like popped up in my head like that. Like it just like, something about that song and that fucking door. Then I go to school, I walk there, and then my dad picks me up, and I see the door again. And as I'm driving, I see the door. Same, it's red. And I go and I dream again. And I'm like, well, if I dream about that, I'm not going to dream about the door. I'm just going to think it and see what happens. And then I walk and the door's red. Or the door's black. So then I'm like, okay, so what is this? Like, is that just a coincidence? Were they planning on painting it? Or was it just a coincidence? But I don't believe in such things as a coincidence, so I don't know how to wrap my head around that part. That always stuck with me. Then I get pregnant with my first son. I get hit in a car accident. A girl ran a stop sign. A teenager ran a stop sign. And in that moment, I already knew something was going to happen. Because they told me to put on my shoes. And I wear sandals all the time. So when we're on our way to the post office. So as I'm getting ready in the house, my mom's house, in the Imperial Street, I'm getting ready, like, okay, I'm going to go to the post office. And your dad's like, okay, yeah, we'll go get something to eat or something afterwards. So we were on our way to the post office, but before that, I'm being told to put on my shoes because something's gonna happen. I don't know. I could slip and fall. I don't fucking know. They just tell me something's gonna happen, and I'm driving responsible because that's just what Ford, what Henry Ford taught me. So I go and we get hit by a car. I'm like, oh fuck, like, damn it. And that was a form of witchcraft that was on me. So now, anytime that someone gets in an accident, it's from witchcraft. In a car accident, I'll know. So me getting hit by that car on the same street that I was pregnant on with you, Anthony. And the street sign, the street name, the location, it was just like, wow, this is really neat. Like, I finally got hit by a car, Dad. Remember I said, like, I wish it was me instead of my brother. But that car, Anthony, really did feel like you just ramming me. So I'm in the hospital, and the whole time I'm like, damn, it felt like Anthony, like I'm playing with Anthony. When we used to like mess around and just like horse playing. I miss that. So yeah, my time's coming, and I'm just happy. I'm just grateful. I'm going to come to you in technology form. I don't know how that is. I don't know. As embarrassing as it is, there's other things that are out there that I just have to speak out, and I'm happy to go. I don't believe in God, and I'm not with Jesus. So I'm with the crazy horse. I'm with Sitting Bull. I'm with these children. Playing games, having picnics, and barbecuing, and weaving baskets and blankets, making jewelry, making candles, making fun. I love you, boys, and I'll be with in the spirit realm. I miss you, boys, and I love you. Hope to see you soon.